Welcome back to Classic 360. Today, we are looking at the beloved cast of Beverly Hills 90210, Then and Now. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 first arrived on television screens, a young Jason Priestley, who was 21 years old, stepped into the role of Brandon Walsh. As the principal twin from Minnesota, he brought honesty, quiet strength, and a strong sense of right and wrong to the group navigating life in the glamorous zip code. In 2026, Jason Priestley is 57 years old. He continues to act and direct, with occasional appearances that keep him connected to longtime fans. The moral center he created in Brandon Walsh still resonates deeply today, reminding us of the values and friendships that made the series so special. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 first captured hearts across America, a young Shannen Doherty, who was 19 years old, brought Brenda Walsh to life. As the fiery and passionate twin sister, she delivered emotional depth and strong opinions that made her character both relatable and unforgettable. In 2026, Shannen Doherty passed away in 2024 at the age of 53 after a courageous battle with breast cancer. Her portrayal of the strong-willed Brenda Walsh left a lasting impression. The passion and vulnerability she brought to the role continue to touch our hearts and keep those teenage years alive in memory. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 became a cultural phenomenon, a young Luke Perry, who was 23 years old, stepped into the role of Dylan McKay. As the brooding bad boy with a troubled past, he brought charisma, vulnerability, and quiet intensity that made him the ultimate teen heartthrob. In 2026, Luke Perry passed away in 2019 at the age of 52 following a stroke. His iconic portrayal of the rebellious yet sensitive Dylan McKay remains etched in memory. The cool confidence and hidden tenderness he gave the character still evoke nostalgia for those formative high school days. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 first aired, a young Jennie Garth, who was 18 years old, portrayed Kelly Taylor with natural grace. As the popular yet vulnerable girl dealing with family issues, she brought warmth, beauty, and emotional honesty that made her character deeply relatable. In 2026, Jennie Garth is 54 years old. She has remained active in television and continues to share moments with fans. The thoughtful and caring Kelly Taylor she created still holds a special place in our hearts, representing the complexities of young womanhood and friendship. Back in the early 90s, as Beverly Hills 90210 brought weekly drama into living rooms, a young Ian Ziering, who was 26 years old, played Steve Sanders with charm and humor. As the wealthy and sometimes mischievous best friend, he added levity, loyalty, and surprising growth to the group. In 2026, Ian Ziering is 62 years old. He stays connected to entertainment through occasional appearances. The fun-loving yet loyal Steve Sanders he portrayed continues to bring smiles when we recall those carefree moments at the Peach Pit and the enduring bonds of friendship. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 first brought teenage life into our homes, a young Brian Austin Green, who was 17 years old, portrayed David Silver with youthful energy. As the aspiring musician and loyal friend, he brought sincerity, humor, and relatable awkwardness to the group. In 2026, Brian Austin Green is 53 years old. He remains active in entertainment and keeps in touch with longtime fans. The sincere and music-loving David Silver he created still brings back fond memories of high school dreams and friendships. Back in the early 90s, as Beverly Hills 90210 became a weekly favorite, a young Tori Spelling, who was 17 years old, stepped into the role of Donna Martin. As the sweet-natured and fashion-passionate friend, she brought innocence, warmth, and charm that made her instantly lovable. In 2026, Tori Spelling is 53 years old. She continues to share her life with fans. The kind-hearted and stylish Donna Martin she portrayed remains a beloved part of our memories, representing friendship, growth, and the search for self-confidence. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 explored privileged teens, a young Gabrielle Carteris, who was 29 years old, brought Andrea Zuckerman to life. As the intelligent and socially conscious editor, she added depth, responsibility, and thoughtful perspectives to the group. In 2026, Gabrielle Carteris is 65 years old. She has stayed involved in acting and advocacy. The smart and principled Andrea Zuckerman she created continues to represent the voice of reason and compassion in our memories of the series. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 introduced a family moving from Minnesota, a young Carol Potter, who was 42 years old, played Cindy Walsh with gentle strength. As the nurturing mother, she brought warmth, patience, and emotional support that balanced the household. In 2026, Carol Potter is 78 years old. She has remained active in acting while cherishing her connection to the series. The compassionate mother she portrayed in Cindy Walsh continues to represent unconditional love and family unity. Back in the early 90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 became a weekly gathering place, a young Joe E. Tata, who was 54 years old, stepped into the role of Nat Pasiccio. As the warm-hearted owner of the Peach Pit, he brought fatherly advice, kindness, and a sense of community that felt like a second home. In 2026, Joe E. Tata passed away in 2022 at the age of 85 after a battle with Alzheimer's disease. His portrayal of the beloved Nat Pasiccio remains one of the most comforting elements. The generous spirit he gave the Peach Pit still evokes warm feelings of friendship and belonging. Back in the early 90s, as Beverly Hills 90210 explored teenage romance, a young Elise, who was 25 years old, brought Emily Valentine to life with striking energy. As the free-spirited girl who captured Brandon's attention, she added excitement, passion, and a touch of rebellion. In 2026, Elise is 61 years old. She has continued acting and directing. The bold Emily Valentine she portrayed still brings back memories of youthful romance and unexpected twists that kept us watching. Back in the mid-90s, when Beverly Hills 90210 entered its later seasons, a young Tiffani Thiessen, who was 20 years old, joined as Valerie Malone. As the edgy newcomer with a mysterious past, she brought intensity and dramatic tension that shook up the group. In 2026, Tiffani Thiessen is 52 years old. She has remained active in television. The bold Valerie Malone she created still stands out as a memorable addition, representing the challenges of trust and change in the series. Back in the later 90s, as Beverly Hills 90210 followed characters into adulthood, a young Hilary Swank, who was 23 years old, appeared as Carly Reynolds. As the down-to-earth single mother, she brought sincerity, strength, and quiet determination to her role. In 2026, Hilary Swank is 52 years old. She has achieved remarkable success in film. The honest Carly Reynolds she portrayed remains a touching reminder of everyday struggles and quiet courage shown by the characters. Thanks for watching. If these memories of Beverly Hills 90210 brought a smile to your face, please leave a comment with your favorite character and hit subscribe for more classic television then and now.